Hello, right, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce you now to the best man. Who's going to start this? There's three of them, so look out what they got to say. I'll put you on to Nathan first.
Thank you very much, Chris. Right, you've had your moment, Chris. That'll do. Sit down. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the moment that you've all been waiting for. The best men's speech. There's three of us up here today because Simon couldn't choose who was the best of the three of us. If you'd asked me, it was a pretty easy decision. But, you know, each to their own, innit? For those of you who don't know us, I'm Nathan. This bald fella's Gavin. And this guy's shaking like a leaf over here is Shane. I don't like to be the centre of attention normally, to be honest with you, so if I slip up with any of this, please forgive me, okay? Simon said this can be as long or as short as we want, as long as we get up and say something, so thank you everybody for coming. Oh my God. I'm just joking, I don't really use that one too. Wasn't a wedding morning ceremony beautiful? The highlight, of course, was Stephanie floating down the aisle without falling over, because she hadn't had a glass of wine then. And I'm sure we're all thinking exactly the same thing in our heads. How did he get her? And Simon scrubbed up pretty well himself, if I'm honest. Surprising what a bit of shower and a nice bit of hair gel can do to a boy. It was a bit rude of him to copy my outfit, but I will forgive him. They say the best man's speech is the worst 5 minutes of the groom's day. I'm sure the worst 5 minutes of the bride's day will come later on in the honeymoon suite. I'm sure the boys beside me are itching to get a few words in, and as I said, I don't like the attention, so I'll let them say a few words. I do apologise for them before they start, okay? So here's Gavin. Even though he's also attention, going to do Essex. I'm in there then. Right, good afternoon everyone. I'd like to start off by saying how honoured I am to be best man for you two today. And if I can say, yeah, it'll be a wonderful day. I think you'll all agree with me? Yeah. I'm wrong. I'd first like to mention how beautiful the bridesmaids are looking, but obviously they've been done up by Steph. Fair play, Steph, you do scrub up well for Tom a little bit. I'm only joking, you look stunning, you look stunning. It's a very sad day for all the single men out there, as we've lost another beautiful lady. I know, you can't get it good for him. Unlucky lads, we've lost another one forever. And before we go to story mode, I'll let this nervous wreck, he's even worse. So have a go. Alright? Right, what are we doing?
Afternoon. My name's Shane, as all the boys already said. Ah, yeah, you're younger than me. I'm very nervous for stuff like this. I don't want for public speaking and all that, but if someone tells me I can do it, surely so can I have a go. So, on behalf of Simon and Stephanie, I would like to thank you all for coming and being part of such an amazing day. It's been very emotional, cakes and tears. I can't read my right hand. No, that's just hair, man. No, the boys haven't mentioned them yet, but the bride and groom's mothers, look at them, absolutely stunning. If only I was 20 years older. And Chris and Ray, obviously, looking out for it. I think that's it now. I'm going to get back to the stories. Nathan, check the story.
Thanks, Jim. I don't need your paper, man. My memories of Simon go back years. I could stand here all day about talking about things we've done, but we haven't got weeks, we've only got a few minutes. So I'll try and sum it up in that. It's lucky really, because probably a lot of you wouldn't want to hear half the stuff that me and him have got up to over the years. Yeah, I won't say anything, sorry. I can remember back in the day, Simon walking around Birch Grove with Gary, both had a bottle of Aftershock in their hands, causing an absolute havoc around Birch Grove, winding all the boys up. And then when they moved up to Fort Scott, having parties up there, then he got Steph pregnant, and that was the end of it really. But to be honest, she was brilliant. Instead of going out, she said, you can stay here, have a few drinks in the garden, and she probably regretted that, to be honest, a few days after that. But as soon as she said it's time to go, we went. We didn't argue. Well, would any of you argue? No, we didn't want to. We got a weird friendship, me and Simon. One Christmas, we were laying next to each other on a settee. This isn't going to get intimate, this is just a little joke. Laying next to each other on a settee, start punching each other in the face. See who's going to give up first. None of us gave up first. So we kept punching each other for about 3 hours until we fell asleep. And that basically sums up our friendship. Love him, very. I'll move on to the stag do. Amazing few days in Magaluf. I won't say anything, it's okay. And Simon didn't go home early on a flight, which is an absolute result. So everyone, a round of applause for Simon. Well done, Simon. Stayed there the whole time, fair play, Jim. But there was one night, all the boys were arguing amongst themselves, shouting at each other. Simon said, that's it, I've had enough. I'm going home. He went in his bedroom, packed his bag, walked into the room and said, right boys, I'm going. And to be honest, we were all so pissed, we didn't really care. So he went back into the other room and said, honestly no, I'm going boys, that's it, I'm off. So I was like, well go on then. He sat down on the balcony with his bag. No, I'm not really going to go. I was like, you just said you're going. Well, I just want some attention off everyone, it's my stag do. All in all, it was a fantastic trip, and we all enjoyed thoroughly. It's one we'll never forget, that's for sure, and I'm glad because he deserves it. We come back with a few sayings. I'm not going to mention all of the sayings we come back with. A few that stick in our head are, hello chicken nugget. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it means cheap white meat. And that's what the guys were calling us out there, so... we thought it was a compliment for the first 2 days, until the last day one of the workers told us. Another one of the things we come back with is the word gay, which is what we got called the whole holiday because we were all touching each other so much. But all I know is we wasn't there for a long time, but we were all certainly there for a good time, and that's how it ends, right? Thank you very much.
Like Nathan said, we could stand all day telling stories, but we haven't all day, do we? I've only got 2 stories to say. I'll never forget when we were younger, me, you, Gary, we had a bright idea. Me, you, and Gary tell each other's parents we're going to stay over each other's houses. Instead, we went walking the street, Gary. Instead, we got someone to get us alcohol, and just walking down the streets drinking. 12 o'clock came, no drink left, nowhere to sleep. We ended up walking around Birch Grove Park, sleeping, and just talking shit the whole night, to be honest with me. Worst idea of our lives. That was the other one then when we moved in. Use his famous words, Gavin, could you do me a favour? Go and pick a bag up, bed up for me. We'll go Town Hill to me. We went to Town Hill and pick a bed up. It was so big, we only fit at the back bed in the back. So you so we drop that off and come back for the mattress, stuff that, chuck it in the roof, he says. So we're driving down to our cars right now, no roof rack, but 2 bungees holding a mattress on. One on the other side of the mattress, dink! After he looks at the wing mirror, he starts laughing, look at Simon, have a look at the window now, his mattress is going back and forth down the 2 cars drive. We had to pull over as it's on, run down the 2 cars drive with a mattress on the red. Cars driving past us, beeping, he's screaming at me, don't tell Stephanie, she's going to hit the roof. But obviously she knows now. That's not my speech, but if we say I could cut one for him. I never forget, he phoned me one time to do. I'm back from college, I was thinking, how was he home so early now? So he goes down and see him quite early. He said to his old man, Dad, can you piss in a cup for me, quick. He said, what are you home for? I've been kicked out of college. Why? Only Welsh boy who got caught smoking weed. Right, that's up. Freaky Dab, never go Robin.
Back to me. As we all know, Simon's a bit of a joker. Loves to pranks on people. He's probably done most on tour, who yeah. But I remember one time, me and Simon though, me, Simon, and with Matthew and Johnny in town. And Johnny now trying to get on some piece. And he's there now, thinking he's in and all that. But, I remember now. Oh, I know this. But, I shouldn't have wrote this morning, should I? I should have done it ages ago. Simon's fault. What we pressed last night. What should I do? I don't know. Can I read that? Mia. What should I sing?
Sing Far Away.
No, me and Simon got loads of memories. I don't want to tell you all today, you know. Speak to me later at the bar or something. Let's have a drink. Right, I love you all. Stephanie, Simon, I love you. Nathan's going to say a poem now. Okay.
Ah, shit, that was great. I wrote a poem actually for Simon and obviously Steph as well, so I'm just going to say. So the best way to start a poem about Simon is back in the day he thought his name was Myman. Growing up he used to wind up walking the streets of Birch Grove, and it got even worse when he drove. That's when he met his wife-to-be. Who would have thought all those years ago he'd have the balls to get down on one knee. Driving round in his kitted up Corsa. I'm sure Steph never wanted to get in, he used to force her. We would never have guessed he'd be getting married today, because we always thought the boy was gay. But he proved us all wrong by making two perfect little girls. I can't wait for him to bring boys home, because this is just a calm before the storm. He now spends his day running Millsy's Cafe, and he's doing so well, so he's a happy chappy. I know he stopped spending all day in front of the telly, he's even lost his beer belly. He may not drive round in an hairdresser's car, but I do love the guy, I think he's a star. I will always be there for you through thick and through thin, and if I follow in your footsteps, it'll be a guaranteed win. You've got me as a friend for the rest of your life, and that includes Casey, Alicia, and your beautiful wife. Now I'd like you all to stand and raise your glass. I know this poem has probably given you all chills, well that's enough about me. Here's to Mr. and Mrs. Mills. You can all sit down now, it's fine. Now it's time for Nicola to say a few words.